So this race didn't really go to plan, but getting to drive with an ex-DTM champion, current GTP BMW factory driver Sheldon van der Linde was so cool that I thought I'd make a little video of this anyway. Hope you guys enjoy. Hi guys, how we doing? Hope we're doing well. Today we're doing Petit Le Mans with not much practice in the rig or in the car itself. We're joined, I should say, by Mr. Sheldon van der Linde.
Hello, my friend. Been a long time.
Did you miss me?
I did a tad. Although the last time I saw you kicked my ass on a BMW simulator, so I don't know. At least we're on the same car this time, so I'll be fine. We're here and we're ready to win this thing.
I love your optimism. I think it's so cute.
Mate, I tell you, I'm more off track than on track right now. I hope these off tracks don't count. Do we get disqualified before the race starts or not?
Not before the race starts. It affects your safety rating now, though.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Oh, shit.
So, I mean, rate your confidence level right now, Sheldon. How you feeling?
I'd say a solid 2.5 out of 10. Feeling a little bit rusty to say the least, but we'll be right. I've got Jimmy on my team, so what can go wrong?
I'm here to make Sheldon look better, so I'm going to start the race, have a horrendous accident, so Sheldon can go out and go party later on.
I believe you've got a new rig installed at your place though, mate. How's it going?
Yeah, it only took me 2 hours to put it together, mate. It was really easy. No swearing involved at all. No, it's sweet. It's like it's got I've got a mint seat and like mint accents. It's got my name on it.
I'll do 2 more laps and I'll hand the bad boy over to you.
Yeah, sure.
Since you're the qualifying superstar.
Got Hambone in here saying that you're going to find out what the mid-pack is like in this race. Yeah, I think we are.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll just go on board with you. I think we're running out of time for a good old driver change.
I should be able to do it still. Come around this lap, put you in. Or not.
Oh mate! Mate, you barely touched the wall. Just remember what I told you. If you shunt it in the race, you do a chassis, or you don't come back at all.
It's a good performance so far from the boys.
Yeah, whatever. I'll meet you next
Nice
time,
one, bro.
It's not a fast lap, mate.
It's clean though. No off tracks. We're good.
We might be last of the people who have qualified.
Well, I think your challenge of last to first might actually become a reality now. Mate. Let's start believing in the dream. What a start, mate!
Let's go, boys.
We're behind Team Wetline. Let's go.
Oh my
Let's go.
Now I just want to survive now. We're in survival mode from now on.
GG, brother. Let's go. We are positional at the moment. Let's check.
That'll be 21st now, so we're going the right way.
Nice way. Nice.
Oh, I see bits of bodywork.
It's getting spicy.
Just remember, right? In sim racing, yellow flag means don't lift.
Yeah, it's always the opposite on sim, right?
Got to send her in
as well.
Send her in and hope. Oh, fucking hell already.
Jimmy.
First thoughts on the feeling of the new rig?
It feels really good. Solid, you know. My other one had a bit of flex after the years of abuse. This one, you notice it. Oh god.
Oh, watch out. Oh my god, that was close.
Remember what I said, alright?
Oh, mate.
Keep it pinned.
Oh, we are so lucky, mate.
Your words of do a chassis are ringing in my head there, mate.
Yeah. 3 more GTPs coming up.
Clear on the right.
Man, they are slow mid-corner, aren't they? Like,
Yeah.
you ever find yourself doing that in real life? You just sitting there like, sorry, I'm trying.
It's crazy because, like I said to you, in slow speed, the GTs are almost quicker than us, even in real life. And in high speed, the car's obviously much faster, so the delta between low and high speed is so big in this car.
I think we might be seeing a lunge.
Yeah, it's not slow in a straight line either, is that Aston A?
Good job.
No Panzerino, Jimmy!
He punted himself! Just wanted to get his sponsors on the stream, you know. Like, part the car
Fair
sideways over the screen. Oh god, there I go. It's alright, I'm just filling it out.
Nice save, bro. Nice save.
See, we had the Giga start, but now we're settling back to where we should be.
Exactly. Looks like 2 more LMP3s. Oh, big move, mate. Get in. Early in bed, late on the brakes, boy.
Okay, cool. Oh my god! What a f***ing pillock! My god! Are we going to survive this? I'm going to be killed, my god! Those sort of people shouldn't be in a fast class. That guy's in 10th, you know what I mean? I just can't f***ing turn there. So basically I've got the active brake pedal on and I set it to be the travel super short. Kinda didn't mean to do that, but I did. So it means I just have it's very hard to modulate and trail off.
I do feel like a lot of the issues are front ABS. But there's probably not much you can do about it right now with that brake pedal, right?
No, that's definitely the issue. Like, I just don't have any travel with it.
Are you good to do a double here, or would you prefer to do an hour and then fix your brake pedal?
I think it'd be better if I can fix the pedal. I can do another one, but like it'll just be the same stint again.
Yeah, I'm happy to jump in after this if you want.
Yeah, let's do that then. I think that's a good idea. Box in.
Mate, that was a last minute call to the box. I don't even have my gloves on. Just trying to get them on now.
Sorry about that. I thought, yeah, by the way, guys.
I didn't realise it was that lap.
Right, brake is sorted. There were like 3 things wrong with it.
Nice. I've also gone to 49.7 and it's much better already. So
Not that far.
I would leave it there. Yeah.
We've taken 3 temps out of fella in front, just through the mid-sector there, so really put it onto the back of these guys nicely. So yeah, this is nice. Basically anything under a 19 is moving us forward.
Yeah. Would it help to save fuel at all for the next stop or not really?
You feel like you can do it and not lose too much pace, and you might as well do it, but...
Yeah, mainly just in traffic. If they're lunging me, then I just lift early, just to not waste anything and...
I do that anyway. I think it's just, like you say, just a good...
Just save some refueling time.
Nice to hear you getting into it, mate. I think it's super easy to turn up these races and just drive around, you know what I mean? So it's nice to hear you thinking about it and giving it a go.
I'm actually having a lot of fun here, I have to say. It's really cool. I love this track, man. One of my favorites. Off track. You've got us 19 off tracks already, mate. I did 1, just saying. I did, or maybe 2 I did.
I was waiting.
The rest is all you, man.
I was waiting for that, man. I was waiting for the review. One of my long-term teammates, Mr. Stephen Bailey, just said, welcome to the Jimmy Broadbent teammate experience of waking up with 20x when you come back from the... So the guys in front of this number 10 car you're catching, the pace is kind of similar to... that's where I got all mine there, by the way.
Yeah,
the pace is sort of similar to you, a bit slower, so you can catch them. wheels, mate. Lovely.
What are your OBS settings?
Oh, someone's all killed in the background. Wet line and dead. My boys, wet line and dead.
Wet line is dead. Wet line is dead.
Get away from her, TJ. I'm wrecking.
Team deadline. You've driven here before, right? In real life.
Yeah, I drove here 2 years ago. Yeah. Actually, I won here in 2018 with a GT car.
Oh yeah.
We won here. Yeah. That was one of my first GT3 races. That's the race that actually gave me my big break with BMW. So it's quite a special place to me.
It's good memories then. How's it feel to be teamed up with a dentist for this race?
I expected it to be worse, to be honest.
So did you drive the top class here?
Yes, so 2 years ago I drove the GDP car. It was our first year of the program. In 2018 it was an Audi R8 GT3 car. So I've driven here twice, basically.
How was the GTP around here?
Oh man, it's incredible. Like I said, the lower speeds don't blow you away with that car because it's so heavy. But like this last corner that we're going down to now is just flat in a GDP car. And only really in qualifying. But because you're running so low to the ground and it's very bumpy, this track, you're like bottoming, so the car's moving on the rear. It's super sketch, but so much fun.
Man, and then like you get it wrong. It's just like a wall either side in there, and that's it. Just a huge shunt.
Yeah, I almost find it hard in a GT3 car, this track, with the traffic, because you've always got to look in your mirror. Especially in the last corner, they could lunge you at the very last moment. And in the race, there's a lot of marbles building up on the outside. So as soon as you move over to let the GTP go, you end up in those marbles, and if you're on the grass, you're obviously straight into the wall.
Yeah, I always found that, because I said all our sim experiences, our sim team have always been in the top class, mainly for that reason, because you get to be the one that decides who lives, who dies, usually.
Exactly. And for me, the biggest thing when passing a GT is guys that are not decisive. So if they're cruising in the middle of the track, you don't know what they're going to do. But if they're just holding their racing line, you can at least predict where they're going to go. So that's for me also another crucial part of it, and that's where you can see like the difference between the hobbies and the pros.
I was going to ask you, because Revhead in our YouTube chat here asks how realistic the hypercar is. But actually, how realistic the hypercar and how realistic is the GT car in iRacing?
Yeah, so very clear answers here. For me, the GT car is by far the most realistic, especially with the latest update on the tyre model. I really find that I can jump into this car and be on pace very soon. Whereas with a GDP car, I have to say, it still feels very far off in terms of having this floaty feeling in the game, which you never really have in real life. So it almost feels like you're driving a rain tyre in the dry, is the best sensation I can give. And I really hope that they do bring another new tyre model for the GTP, because I'd love to drive that more often, but just because of that reason, I just avoid it. And the cold tyre is a bit too extreme for me. I just find like it's a little bit too exaggerated.
I'm going to give you a big question while you're chasing these guys. You got the capacity. You're a pro driver. I was going to say,
if I shunt, it's your fault, mate.
Yeah. Everything's my f***ing fault in this race. I think some sims try and make the cars feel realistic, but they do so whilst missing out that big G-force thing. So they go, right, okay, well, this car will do this in this corner, and it will sort of shuffle through a corner. But in real life, you'd feel that, so you'd react to it. In sim, you don't.
Yeah.
So you sort of. But then some sims will then add in force feedback effects and whatnot to try and give you an idea of what's going on. That's why you see where people who are transitioning from sim racing to real driving, their driving style is really weird. They sort of like saw at the wheel to try and find little edges in the tyre almost, with the force feedback would tell you in the sim that like there's grip there or not. So do you think that's the way to go? So would you be realistic, or would you be like, nah, f*** it?
No, I don't think anything can replicate the feeling of that feeling that you get in your ass, and I'm pretty sure you know exactly what I mean, because you've driven a real race car. It's something that you can't replicate unless you have a really good motion on your simulator, which BMW is close to, but not quite there yet. So yeah, just in short, I don't think it's something you can replicate, to be honest. I think the cues on the sim or on the steering will definitely help if it goes lighter or if it goes harder when it starts oversteering. But it's still far away from what it is, in my opinion. Don't know if that answered your question, but
Answer the question whilst overtaking someone.
oh, that was for position, mate. I didn't even realize.
Just fucking yapping away. He drove past.
Nice.
So this guy passed me on my stint.
This Ford.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a run on him. He's got a run on him. Is he gonna go for it?
Huge move up the inside of T1. Oh! Oh shit!
He's done it. Oh no! Fuck, that was close.
I was joking.
I wasn't.
Guys, do you have any questions for Sheldon? How much does he weigh? So I asked the chat if they had any questions for you, because it's quite a unique chance to get to sit down and talk to Mr. Van der Linde.
Yeah.
Someone asked how much you weigh. That was the first one.
Nice.
What are your
I can't say I've had this question before, mate. I weigh. At the moment, I still feel like I'm too heavy for GTP, so I'm 72 without kit, 74 with kit. I still feel like I'm on the heavy side. I have some teammates that are weighing in at 64, so almost 10 kilos lighter than me. And in WEC, there's no driver weight in the race to balance it out. So basically, if I'm driving against them in the stint, I'm 10 kilos heavier. And the sensitivity for a GTP car around, let's say this track, for example, would be 1.5 to 2 tenths per lap. Which is a lot. Pro driver against pro driver.
Did you ever get a chance to drive a GTE car? Asks Clark.
No, never. And that's one of the things I wish I was born early in a way. Obviously, that was just before I got onto the GT scene. They had the lmao GTE in the program, so never actually driven that car. Would also just love to drive it for a test once, just to feel what it feels like. But no, never driven GTE.
Mate, T1's calling your name again.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, it's huge.
Oh, he's on the undercut. Has he?
Oh.
No, he hasn't. What I find really helps with a lot of people is not showing your nose too early. So basically acting like you're going to stay behind them, and then last minute, just before they hit the brakes, you send it, because then they cannot react to you. You know what I mean?
The thing is, though, I've done that in some of the NLS races. But the thing is, in the NLS races, I raced in VT2 for a while, you know, the little 330i. And the people in that, they aren't all racing drivers. You know, they're sort of part-time racing drivers. So you make that move, they don't react. They also don't look for you either. So
yeah, they just turn. That's the problem. Yeah. Here's a question for you, Jimmy. While we're at it, what do you think about Verstappen at the Nordschleife? What do you think of the idea of it? Is it good for the sport? What is your opinion on that?
I think it's great. You know, I mean, I think outside of a couple of motorsport series, motorsport's like almost quiet. Do you know what I mean? I'm someone who thinks that F1 is sometimes does more damage than good to a motorsport fan. For casual fans, it's a great thing, but if it's someone who wants a bit more, you have to look outside that. And I think having someone like Max come along and be like, yeah, this is a good place, I have fun here, it's a good track, I want to do more. It's good for the region. Well, maybe it's bad for the region, because the region's already overloaded with people. You know what it's like around there.
Yeah.
Great for teams, because any manufacturer, if Max enters the race, they're like, cool, more eyes on us, in they go. And if anyone beats them, then they get the big scalp of we beat Max Verstappen at the Nordschleife. So I think
that's a very good answer. And like you said, that really opens that up to a whole new world and shows people that there's more in motorsport than just F1. So I think for guys like me, it's very good that he's come now to show that, just to show that there's more out there, and that we can also compare ourselves to guys like that and get more recognition. Because I do feel like there's a little bit of a hierarchy sometimes, thinking that F1 drivers are a step above the rest, which I don't think is the case. I think Max is a step above everyone in F1 personally. But I think the general level in F1 is not far away from where we are in the World Endurance Championship, for example, or IMSA.
Do you know if you're doing the 24 next year?
It's definitely on the cards. So just to fill everyone in, this year I couldn't do it because I had a clash. I was racing in America in, I think it was Laguna Seca on the same weekend. Next year it won't be the case, so I am free on that weekend, and I really hope I get the call up again. Yeah, I feel like that's one on my bucket list which I still need to tick. My brother's won it like 10 times already. So it would be really cool to maybe be on the same car as him. Yeah, definitely hope to be there.
So I'm not sure what I'm doing next year yet. So if it doesn't come off, right, and you don't get an opportunity to go, we'll get a 330i, mate. We'll double team it.
Sounds good, mate.
VT2, let's go.
At least you can't get off tracks on the Nordschleifer.
Well, you can, but you do it once.
Exactly, once only, and then you'll be in the wall.
So BT asks, what do you think of Rossi's transition from GP to sports cars?
I think it's really impressive. I've been teammates with him now for a few races, not on the same car, but on the sister car. For me, what really stood out was in Bathurst. Both years I did with him. It's actually his best track, believe it or not. Probably the most difficult track on the calendar, but also the track where he's the fastest. And I think it's just that fear factor for him is not really a thing, right? And Bathurst is a track which is super narrow. There's a lot of walls, a lot of risk involved, and he's just willing to take it because he still feels like, worst case, I have a roof over my head, I have a roll cage, what could go wrong, kind of thing. So, also a very humble person. Like, I think besides what he can do in a race car, I think it's worth noting how humble he is. Like, you can speak to him like any other person in the paddock. He always wants to learn, he always asks so many questions, and that for me is really a sign that he wants to learn, and he's just a super humble guy, and I respect him a lot for that.
He does seem to enjoy it from an outside perspective, you know, so... I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't need to do it. He can just go off and go live in a vineyard somewhere, couldn't he? But he does it anyway.
He doesn't
so.
have to do it for the money, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think he could retire 10 years ago if it was for that, but I think he just enjoys being around a new environment, learning a new skill.
I find it interesting that both those things can inform each other, you know. Going from like 2 wheels to 4, I'd say it's so different, but some people just seem to have that ability to understand it.
Yeah, and what I found really impressive as well is we went to MotoGP in Red Bull Ring a few months ago. Vale was there with his team, and I think it's just a general 2-wheel thing, but how humble those guys are and how willing they are to show you around the box, explain to you how everything works in the bike. For me, it's an openness that we don't really have on 4 wheels at least. And I would really like it to be like that in the future, because I think there's no reason for us to be more closed off than the 2-wheel guys. I don't know if you ever watched a MotoGP race or went there live, but you clearly feel how open it is in the paddock. Everyone speaks to everyone, and it just feels a lot more open, which I like a lot.
Yeah, I've never been to one. To be honest, I've never really watched a full race all the way through. I've never been interested. I've always been cars only, but
Yeah,
maybe it's time to have a look.
Oh, he said something about rain coming in.
Let's have a look. Well, the participation chance goes up in about half an hour.
That's when you get it, brother.
Yep.
Get yourself warmed up, boy.
So now another question, because these guys are enjoying this. What do you think about sim racers who have hopped into real cars? I'm sitting right here, by the way. Some people think the gap's too wide to cross, and we have seen some people do it and do it very well. I've also seen people jump into a car from sim and not be very good. What are your thoughts on someone who's had nothing before then, just sim?
Yeah, it's a difficult question. I always say if someone has feeling for car dynamics, you would see it on a simulator as well.
In GT3 or avoid it.
But a lot of the time, I think that's true coming back to sim racing, but not so much the other way, and I think that's why sometimes it works out and sometimes it doesn't. I think the fear element of it makes a big difference in the way you drive. I think a lot of guys are willing to send it on the sim because you can press the reset button. I mean, I've seen a few make it now, just to name a few. I know Lauren Heinrich came from a sim racing background, but I believe he started with karting, so it's not really a full sim background. Chris Lellum, don't know if you've heard of him.
Good job.
Yeah, I know
He
Chris,
also started with karting. So a lot of the guys that are sold as only sim racing drivers have actually started with karting, so I don't feel like it's a fair comparison. But I don't actually know if there's anyone that's literally come from sim racing and try. I mean, Jimmy, you definitely one of them.
Yeah, no karting at all. My first race was I was 30, 30 years old. I'm 34
Crazy,
now, so.
mate. Crazy. I definitely think it's doable, but I don't think it's a plug and play where if you're quick on the sim, you'd be quick in real life. I think you'd have a sense of driving line and you'd know all the basics. But I think there's a difference between driving around and being on the pace, if you know what I mean. So it's a very difficult question, to be fair. I don't know how you see it, but
I mean, I'd agree. I think that from my own experience, as you say, when you get into a car for the first time, you turn it on and it's like vibrating and it smells and you're actually in this object and you're like, ah, shit, I'm like physically here, you know, I'm doing it. It took a little while for me to like really understand how to drive a race car. I used to be like, I've got to take care of it and be nice to it. Like, no, you've got to grab it by the scruff of the collar and launch it around, you know.
yeah, exactly.
And as soon as that happened, like I found the pace and it was there, and all the experience of sim racing sort of kicked in. But the initial fear stopped all of that.
That's exactly what I mean by that fear element. I think I got a few low alarms, so it's probably Box's lap now.
No, you're alright. You've got 4 laps left.
I think that fear element really is something to get over in the beginning, in the first few laps. And I think the guys that can get over it sooner will end up doing a really good job. Because like I said, for me, if you have feeling on a sim, it'll definitely be there in real life as well. It's just about how quickly you get over that.
Yeah, I mean, I remember my first time drive. I used to drive this Praga, this little prototype thing. And there were a couple of corners kind of similar to, you said, like the GTP around here, where it's just flat and the car's skittering around at high speed. And for me, obviously, you just come into it, my brain's been like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I'm having like this, so you're going to die alarm, you know?
Yeah.
And then you have to just go, nope, shut up. And as soon as you learn to turn it off, you have to tell yourself you're invincible, basically.
I think what you said is you've literally nailed it on the head with what you said about you get in. And I think initially coming from the sim, you almost treat it way too gently, because in the sim to be fast, you've got to drive very smooth and everything happens very slow, I find. And I have to really pull myself back when I get in the sim for that exact reason, because it's so easy to overdrive. Whereas if you go back to a real car again, the more you hustle it, normally the faster you are. And especially with the GDP cars, like a lot of the time the car has the grip to corner, but it's just your mind telling you that it's too fast and it's not going to work out. So yeah, it's quite interesting.
Mate, he's so consistent. Yapping away and doing this. You're going to now watch me get into it and be shit. This is the position in front, directly in front.
Copy.
Right, chat, you ready to go backwards again? Oh, it's lovely.
Alright, boxing now.
It's the first laps of this brake pedal, so let's see how it goes.
Everything is ticked already, right?
Yep, you're all good.
One more GTP approaching in the next 3 corners.
Hello. I've got air cold tyres.
Nice one, boy.
Lovely. Just getting that one extra straight away.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh, we've lost the bumper. We lost the bumper.
I think I really broke it, Sheldon. I think I really broke it.
We lost the bumper, mate. No.
Well, the brake pedal works. I'm like, yeah, sim races are actually great in real cars, mate. They're immediately.
Yeah, should we have that conversation again? Should we start it again?
Sheldon has this like giga stint. The bronze driver gets in immediately.
Do you reckon it was a brake bias that put you off, or?
Tyre. Oh no, it's dead. Fuck.
Oh!